Hey everyone, my name is Bhargav and I'm a child life volunteer, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make an origami crane. So to start off, you'll just need one square sheet of paper. What you're going to do first is fold it diagonally along both corners. One this way, open it back up, and fold it the other way. Make sure that on all of these folds, you crease it really well using your knuckles or your nails. And make sure that when you do fold, you're matching up these corners to make sure that both sides of the paper look about the same. You're going to open it back up, flip it over, and then fold vertically and horizontally. Awesome. Now you're just going to open it back up. And what you should notice is that the paper almost stands by itself. If it does do that, and if it doesn't lie flat, that's good. That means you did it right. Now what we're going to do is take these two corners, the left and the right corner, and we're going to bring it down and match it to this bottom corner. As you do that, you should notice that the top almost collapses and folds on top of itself and on top of everything else, and that's good. That's what you want to see. So you're just going to fold this whole structure down to create this tiny square. It's not that tiny, but it's a smaller square, and that's what you should end up with. Now what you're going to do is take these two corners and fold them both to the middle. You're going to flip the paper over after you do this and do the same thing with the other two corners on the back side. Flip. And fold them to the middle. Just like that. Now you should end up with this little diamond shape, and what you're going to do is take this triangle on top and fold it down. Just for now. Now we're going to flip the paper over and pay very close attention, because this is probably, in my opinion, the first difficult step. You're going to open up these two edges, these two folds that you made, and you should notice this diamond shape. If you see that, that's awesome. And you're going to take this bottom corner, you're going to put 2 or 3 fingers under, you're going to lift it, and you're going to stretch it all the way to the back. Just like that. And as you do that, you should notice that the outside edges and corners come into the inside, and that's exactly what you want to see. So you're just going to stretch it all the way to the back, just like that, to create this really, really long diamond. Take your time on this step because it is very important. But if you don't do it perfectly, like if your corners don't match perfectly, it's fine. Keep on going, because the crane will still work. You're going to flip this over and do the same exact thing for the other side. This time you're going to fold the triangle back up, undo these 2 folds, stretch and fold down. Perfect. So now you should notice that there's two sides, one where the bottom is split and one where the middle is not split. You want the split end towards you, facing you. Now what you're gonna do is fold these corners to the middle, or nearly to the middle, not exactly. You're gonna leave about 1 millimeter or about 1 hair length of space between this edge and the middle. Let me show you. Just like that. Just leave a little bit of space between this edge that you're folding and the middle. You're going to do the same thing to the other side. Remember to leave just a tiny bit of space. Flip it and do the same thing to the other sides. Now, if this is what your paper looks like, that means you're doing a good job. Now what you're gonna do is invert this, and you're gonna do this by taking these two corners, flaps, and you're gonna pinch them together, just like that. And you're gonna do the same thing with these two. You're just gonna take these and pinch them together. You're gonna lay it down flat and fold it along the middle. And you should have these little horns. They look like horns on top. Now you should notice that you have these two triangles on the bottom of this diamond shape, and you're just gonna fold them up to the middle. If you really want to be as precise as possible, have this middle line match this middle line. Flip it and do the same thing. Almost done. Now we're gonna invert it one more time. Basically, same thing. We're gonna take these two edges and you're just gonna pinch them. You're gonna take these two edges, pinch them, lay down flat, and fold. Perfect. Now you should notice that on the inside of the two flaps that you just folded, there's two little strips, triangular strips of paper. You're just gonna pull them forward. You're gonna pull this one forward about an inch, inch and a half, and fold it down. And you're gonna pull this one back about the same amount, a little more or less, and fold it down. Perfect. Now you're just gonna choose one of these. It doesn't matter which one. I like to choose the one that looks better, so I'm just gonna choose this one. But honestly, you could flip it over, choose this one, doesn't matter. And you're gonna make an inside fold, and you're gonna do this. This is a little confusing, so pay attention. You're gonna do this by taking about half an inch and to an inch, folding it downwards, open it up a little bit, fold it downwards, just like that. But don't like crease it or fold it all the way yet. Then you're gonna turn it and you're gonna press down with your index finger on the middle, just so it kind of bends inwards, and then you're just gonna fold it down from the outside, just like that. And obviously what we just made is the head of the crane. Now you're gonna take this tail, move it a little outwards, fold it down however much you want. There's no rule. Last step, you're just gonna take these two wings, fold them down, bring them back up just a little bit, and there you have it, an origami crane. Super simple, with some challenging folds along the way, and I hope you enjoyed.